Hey guys, welcome back. This is ChosenArchitect, and today we are going to be building a cow farm and making it look pretty sick. I hope you guys are ready. Oh, don't mind me, you know, just kind of marking to let the bad guys know that we're not putting up with their stuff, you know. We're just letting them know. This may be a little medieval, but you know, we're just letting them know that, you know, letting the bad guys know if they come mess with us, this may happen to them. Just maybe. Alright, anyways, we're gonna work on a few things today. I want to kind of automate cows, or at least make cows easier, the breeding process for cows easier. Right now we have a little storage area for cows, and that's how we've been doing it. But I think there's easier ways, and if we can make this look good, because normally automation stuff does not look so great. Normally you have like your structure you build and you're kind of like, that's my cow farm, you know, that's how it's gonna look. You know, just a bunch of redstone and you know, that's about it. Well, we're gonna decorate. We're gonna make this thing look a little bit better. I need to figure out somewhere to put this, because it's gonna be more or less like a little cottage piece. And I don't know, I was thinking about doing it inside, and then I sort of changed my mind. I was like, you know, this probably deserves its own little building. And I was like, where would I put a building? And I was like, well, I bet over here would not be that bad of a spot. You know, we just have a little bit to kind of clear out, and then fill in this. Just kind of cover things up. And, you know, get rid of all the grass. We don't need all this grass or flowers. Because this is a little area that we're gonna build this. It's gonna be like a little cottage house, and then we'll extend our roadway to it from here. You know, right over this way. Because this building is not gonna be very big at all. It's gonna be very small, very compact. All right, let's get some building materials. Now, a lot of this is going to be concealed anyways, so let's not so much, you know, get caught up on the way that this is going to look right off the bat, and we'll worry about that later on. Now I am going to build the main structure out of brick. I'm pretty sure stone brick's going to work out for me. Then we're going to need, let's see, some redstone repeater. I think I'm going to need one redstone repeater for this whole, well, actually no, I don't need a redstone repeater at all, to be honest. I could set this up to where it automatically killed and cooked the cows. I don't want to do that. I want to actually use my looting sword so I can manually kill the cows myself, so that way I'm guaranteed a higher output of leather, because the leather is the big issue here. So let's get this started up. We're gonna need buttons, and it doesn't really matter. This is really just to get started with the whole process. So we're gonna need one button. We're gonna need some ladders, which we have some ladders. And this will be just to get the main start of the build. Also, glass, so that way we can see in. Now, I'm gonna use frame glass, just because of the aesthetic look that it gives. I think this is gonna be pretty cool. So, let's go ahead and get this structure set out. So, right here, we're gonna have our cows are going to be kind of in this little area here. Right here is where the cows are going to be dropped, but they're not actually going to set here. There's going to be a block here. We're going to have this raised up. A dispenser is technically going to go here, and that's only for the initial placement of our block. So let's do that. I do have an observer. I did make an observer thinking that I might possibly use that. We're not even going to use an observer for this setup. This is just going to be your very simple, basic cow farm, or cow setup. And like I said, it's not going to be a very big building. But it will be efficient. We will be able to get cows to move along quite efficiently. So right here, we'll do this. And what's going to happen is we're going to have cows actually drop down here. And cows are going to drop into this little chamber. And we may actually make this even smaller. But for right now, this is where the cows are going to go. They're going to walk off. Little baby cows are going to walk off. And up here, the cows are actually going to just bounce around. And let's go up 1. And we can actually leave this, and like I said, I'm going to make this glass. And this will be glass. Glass here, glass here. We can even put glass on this side, just so we can kind of see in. Doesn't really make that big of a difference. It's whatever you guys want to do. But yeah, right here is where our cows are going to go. We need to get cows in there, though. That's going to be a big part of this, is actually getting the cows inside. All right, let's go do that. We need some kind of stairs to get them up there. Like this. And I think what we'll do is just we'll lead them. Because I don't think any other method will work. We'll grab our leads. Let's get rid of some of these seeds and stuff. And I'm actually going to extend a little platform off to the side here. Just so when I pull them, I have some pull room to get them up. which should work. This is going to be the hardest part, is fighting with the cows. It's going to be the hard part. Alright, cows. Come with me. Oh, come with me. Let's go. And by the way, I wanted to talk about this. I did recently have to re-upload a couple of videos. And I know I get a lot of questions whenever I have to do that. But the main reason is you got third-party companies copyright claiming videos. You know, and that's just not cool. But they do that from time to time, and yeah, I recently had to re-upload the video because of those false claims. Or at least I'm calling them false claims because they seem like they are false. Oh, by the way, I forgot you can pick up cows. Let's do that. Let's just pick them up. Hi, cow. This is probably easier than leading them. But I mean, if you want to lead them, you can lead them. With this method, you got to be careful because don't place them on top of one another because they'll actually stand on each other. And it does do that. They will stand on one another. But we want to get as many as we can in here as quickly as possible so we can get this build going. Because I really want to build something around this. Like, I mean, even if it's just like a little bitty structure, it still will be something kind of cool. Something that will work, look good, be functional, and the main thing, make a lot of cows for us. And I think what we'll do at first is let baby cows grow up in here, and then we'll break blocks and we'll start making them drop down and separate into different sections. All right, we got cows going all over the place, running away from us. Come here. This is actually a really nice looking cow. Really nice texture. And the reason I'm jumping is because I get slowness, and when I have that on, it's so bad. Alright. And, cow, you're going here. Perfect. Right now, it's not very efficient to breed this thing. That's all we're going to need. Some water. But right now, I am going to close off this hole, so that way all of our cows stay in here. And we can clear off the side walls. I'm not too concerned about that. Let's place our button down. This is actually going to activate... It's going to activate this dispenser, which is going to dispense a little item. It's going to dispense a water bucket for us. So let's go ahead and get that done. I'll go ahead and just clear the rest of this off. Really is nothing to this. Alright, so ready to go. Let's go ahead. And we may have a water bucket. We can get one. That's not like it's going to take very long to get a water bucket. Especially when this is technically water source blocks. So now we have access to water source blocks. Alright, so let's place this in here. Now, this is going to technically be a one-time thing because with the dispenser we have the ability to also pull milk from the cows. So when this is activated and they do, you know, flop up in the air like so, it can cause issues. Because if I were to try and retract this water, it has a possibility of actually pulling milk from the cow. Not what we want. So let's drop some ladders right here so I can walk up this. And then we're going to take some wheat. And some torches. And we're going to start getting ourselves a few cows. And now these cows are going to be our initial breeding cows. And as you can see, they are going to build up down there. Eventually we'll have a block here that will be open, and the cows will then pull into this area here. And what I'll do is I'll probably have a piece of water here that will be pulling the cows into a different area. And we'll have a sign that will block it off, and the cows will be in that signed area, which will work out. This will work out. But for right now, the cows are going to be stuck here. So yeah, I'm going to let these guys breed up a little bit. It's going to take a little bit of time as we wait, and I'll be right back once that's done. So our cows are looking pretty good in this setup. I did go ahead and place the water. Now, what this does is it should, the cows should dart out of here, at least the baby cows. If they don't, we'll replace our water setup that we currently have, and we'll figure out a better way of doing this, because all we have to do is currently remove this water source. Now, let's go ahead and place down our chest. This is going to be our access chest, where we're going to access all the loot. And there we go. That hopper is where we're going to have things killed. And what we can do is we're going to stand in this general area, because the cows are going to be right here, or floating in the background. And I want to separate them from these cows because I don't want to accidentally swing and swipe one of my breeding cows. That would not be good. So let's go ahead and close this area. And I need to figure out a better way. Maybe we can have a stairs. I think stairs might be better looking. Gotta clear that out. I did place some lights down. So maybe have a stair here. Or actually a stair. Would a stair work here? And then just have an open window here. Like this. Baby cows will still be able to get through this, so what we're going to need is some sort of slab. So let's do this. And we'll make a slab, because baby cows will not be able to get through this slab here. But we'll still be able to take advantage of them and you know, kill them. All that fun stuff. I know, right? Super fun. We could probably put a piece of glass here, just for looking purposes, and this whole back wall right here, this can be glass as well. It's not like we're going to really be viewing this too much, but I mean, at least having this here, we can see what's going on. I can't replace these blocks, so I'm going to leave those. I'm going to continue with my farm, and I am going to use solid blocks. I could use panes, but just the potential that a cow may get stuck on the side is a thing, and I want to avoid that at all costs. So, moment of truth. Let's use our ladders to get up top. And like I said, we'll make this a loft up top here, so that way it's not, you know, doesn't look so bad. And our cows are going to be flopping up here, which is perfect. And let's grab some wheat. And let's see what happens. All right, baby cows should end up flowing into this area like that. As you can see, they kind of get caught up here. And if we stand here with our wheat, we can access it. Also, we can access our hopper there, and we can access that chest, which is really nice. So, because chests, you can place stone brick stairs or any stairs above a chest, and you can still access them. So, that works out perfect, right? So now we just have to wait for these guys to grow up, and we'll just breed them every now and then, and we can get a pretty good amount of cow every time we do that. And there's still possibly some in here that still can be bred. We just have to kind of wait for them to pop up, and just, you know, repeatedly click for a little bit. We could set up a dispenser. I think a dispenser would also be able to auto-breed for you. So if you placed a dispenser potentially facing downward, or from the side here, I think the downward would probably be the better one. And then having some sort of clock there, and then where you could put the wheat that you want it to dispense over here, and it would automatically keep the cow in here and automatically keep them spawning. How cool is that? And then you can see from the window, you can see them here. Now, decorating this is going to be the fun part. This is going to be a weird kind of building, because on one side we want these windows open, we want this side area open, and we also want an area that we can go down and get the experience that we've missed. Now, I don't think the experience will actually drain down through here, so that's a potential issue that we may have to deal with, is the potential of our experience not draining with the water. I don't think water affects it, so we may have to set up like a little area over here where we can walk down, and that's exactly what I've done. Is I have a little area right here where we can walk down a little step way. Let's actually get some stairs. I know I just made some. And this will be our little control area. Let's go ahead and break those. Give that some look. Just like that. And yeah, all we have to do is smash our head right here and we're good to go. Also, I kind of, when I was talking earlier, I kind of changed subjects when I was talking about the copyright deal. So yeah, it's just some third-party company, you know, claiming music that they claim belongs to them, or in my case, it was them claiming that it was a cover of a song, and it isn't. It was the actual song, not a cover, which kind of just confuses me when all my music that I've used on the channel comes from 99 Lives, which, if you guys don't know that site, it is a copyright-free website to get music. And it's a very reliable source. I've been using it for quite a while. I mean, 700 plus videos I've uploaded so far. I think like 755 or something like that. All those videos use 99 Lives. Almost every single one of them. So pretty reliable source, and it's just third-party companies. They just come out, you know, and they get that cash grab, you know, and try to, you know, yank as much revenue from smaller channels as they can. And sometimes they do a pretty good job of it. I mean, at least in my case, I decided to just, I'm going to re-upload my video, and I'm not going to worry about it. So that's what I did, and you know, don't even think twice about it. I was just, you know, I'm just going to re-upload this. You know, they're going to cause issues. I'm just going to, you know, take their revenue completely away that they could potentially gain from me. So that's what I did. That's what I did, and that's why there was a re-upload of episode 33, is because of that. And you know, things like that happened. You know, and the view count just, you know, completely gets obliterated, unfortunately. But you know, oh well, things happen, and I had to fix it. So anyways, back to what we're doing. So right here, what I'm going to do is I'm just building a little side area. Right here is going to be like the dungeon type thing. And then we'll be able to walk, for the most part, around. On the side here, this is going to be a little area. This is not going to be able to be walked through, but this you'll be able to walk through right here. And that's why I'm replacing all these blocks. And I'm going to place this down. Let's grab our wand. Grab a brand new one that I made before. Made it, never got to use it. Alright, let's go here. Okay, so on this, I'm thinking about this actually just being the side area that I'm working with. So we'll have the wood log going here. And like I said, this is going to be a high area. And this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So on this corner piece is going to be where our log resides. Nice. And this is going to be similar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7. And so our log will actually go right here. And I'll take this one all the way down to the ground just to make it look nice, I guess. And then everywhere else will just fill in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. With 5 being here, this is where this block's going to go. And I'm just going to make this a little odd shaped. And it's going to be odd shaped for a reason. Actually, this probably needs to go back one. Let's make this go back one. And yeah, that'll go there. Perfect. That looks a lot better. Alright, so it is getting a little dark. We got the sun setting in the background. I am going to go ahead and sleep. And I'll be right back, and we'll continue working on our auto mob farm. So at this point, I'm just building up another little pillar here to match the other side. Going to do the exact same thing on this side. And this is where I'm going to refine a few things. This wood's going to get removed. And we're going to continue to pillar up. And I'm thinking, maybe we all need to, like, each and every one of these need to go up one more. Because we're going to have beams. And the beams are going to run through this way. Just like that. That way we have that extra support for our roof. Now, I have tons of this wood, so I'm not too concerned about using too much of it. You're able to farm this stuff in very large quantities, so that's why I have so much of this wood. There we go. We'll finish this side. And I like doing odd numbers just because it makes it easier to build the roof later on. So if you do even numbers, you're going to get that double styled roof, and I don't normally like to go for that style. So that's why I haven't done it here. Now this is going to look a little funny here, but I'll show you what I'm doing with it. We'll actually pull this out too, like so, and take a little bit of fall damage. But we're going to put a little, like a little pillar or a little roof section here. It's not going to look that bad. A little A-frame, I think that's what it's called. Sometimes. Alright, and then let's grab some of our dark wood. I think we have slabs. Take a few of the slabs. Because that's what we're going to line the top of this with. Just so when we look up, that's what we see. Is these slabs. So, I'll go ahead and get those pulled. Just like that. And same for the front. We're going to have to make the slabs, though. We don't need very many. Perfect. And I've made a lot of these buildings now at this point, so getting a rhythm down is not too difficult for me. And building the roof is now even easier because I have a flying machine that makes it so much easier to do that. So, that part is pretty much done. Let's go down here and let's take a look. So, when we walk up here, we have this little area. Now, what I'm going to do, take some slabs, stone slabs, because the top is stone, so might as well finish the rest of it off and give us some more area. Maybe a furnace area so we can auto-cook our food up here. Why not do that? That doesn't sound like a bad idea. So yeah, it'll give us a little bit more room for this. And like I said, these will have walls, so we might as well make use of it. I mean, we have this extra space. I don't know about this area. I think I'm going to leave this open. This is going to stay open. I may figure something out here. I don't know. We'll work it out. Oh wow, look at all the dung. Are we picking this dung up from the cows? We are. Oh wow, this is producing dung at a pretty high rate. I'm surprised it's not going in the hopper though. That is kind of confusing there. All right. Let's take this back. We don't need all that. We need stone, brick. Yeah, not that stuff. This stuff. And I'll just make a few more slabs, and I think we'll be good. We'll be good on this area. Alright, so the walls, we all know what that is. That's just a bunch of different stone brick all mixed together, cobbled together, and we've done that several times at this point. I think this whole back area is actually going to be enclosed, along with these walls are going to be enclosed. And the wood's going to stick out, and that's going to produce our little outside area. Awesome. I'm just going to use slabs. They all look the same in the end. We have so much more of them. Perfect. Okay, now let's start working on the walls. So let's go ahead and get the side walls built, and you guys know how this works. We have done it so many times before, and this is actually going to be a pretty... Actually, you know what? I want this to be the entrance. This side piece. So technically, this needs to be open. This is going to be open for right now, because this is going to be the actual entrance, and everything else is going to be closed. Yeah, that's how this is going to work. Okay, and what we can do is actually put a window here. I'll do that after the fact, because right now I'm not so focused on that part of the decoration, where I'm more worried about getting the main structure built. And as you can see, looking pretty good. Okay, and this part is not that hard. This trowel makes it so nice. I can't say enough good things. Oh man, Vasky has done a great job with this tool, with cork. So, oh man, this is worth just having in a pack. This makes cork worth it entirely right here. All right, so we can't get through our vines, through our grapevines, but that's okay. This area is actually going to stay open. I think we're going to just close up this part. And as you can see, I did make another one just in case I broke one, as you can see, just happened. Yeah, that's going to stay like this. I don't know if I'm going to put a slab there. I think that actually looks fine like it is. Yeah, I don't actually mind that. Did we... Oh, we had stair or something. We had something weird there. That's okay. And this is where things are going to get a little bit weird. Because we already have this structure really built, this main wall piece. And then this is already built. But what we're going to do here is these are going to be columns going up. Just like that. And I may... Actually, you know what? Let's take these out. And we'll do fence here. And I think fence will look a lot better. What do you guys think? You guys think a fence will look better? I don't know. You can let me know down in the comments which one you liked better. I'm going to go with the fence for right now. And we're going to see what this looks like. And we may have to change this to make it a full block. So I'll have to grab my slabs. There we go. It'll be the same for this and the same for this. And I need to fill that hole in. Oh, I did the wrong one, didn't I? Completely my fault. And there we go. So it kind of gives it even more depth or whatever to it. You know, whatever. However that works. Then we're going to move over here to this side. This is where things are going to get a little bit wonky. We're also going to add a few pillars here. Just to make it look like it is being held up. I think that might actually look... Well, I don't know about that. I know that this will work. And I was thinking about putting it here. I'm going to have to remove this glass. Once I start to move this glass, there's going to be some craziness happening. So I need to be ready for when I break this. There we go. Because I don't want them just darting out of there. That would not be good at all. Alright, we'll go ahead and extend this up. This is also going to be the same as the other side. Oh yeah, we have fence here. I need to remove that. Oh no. We'll throw this back, this back, this back, and this back. I know the cow noises, they're probably getting annoying, but... There's all that done. Perfect, okay. And then we'll slab that up. Making points here and here, and then we can even do that there. think that looks kind of good, actually. Okay. Oh, here. I see what we need to do. Just to make everything look normal. I'm not going to break this because I fear that I won't be able to move it back. I feel like... Okay, this is that point right here. Where the slabs can go. Just like that. Perfect. Now that adds even more to this, I think. At least I think. What do you guys think? There we go. Perfect. Here's our little entryway. Now, this is also going to change a little bit. Because I need to have some sort of closed-in area. Maybe like that will work. And down here, we might actually have this step down. We'll have this step down like it's going... Oh, we step down only to step right back up. You know? So we'll have little steps here. Either this or I'll use full steps. We may change that. But it looks like our cows are growing. Everything's working. Nice. Alright, so we can clear this. This is where that half slab got placed. Perfect. And then this can get enclosed with a mixture of stuff. Like that. Perfect. Now we have a little loft area. Okay, so on this... I don't know how much rope we have. Looks like we have enough. I think we have enough. We're gonna make this a little bit safer by doing that. How cool is that? And then, I mean, you can technically walk over it, but it looks a lot safer. And we may put a window, or two windows actually. Let's put two windows here. And this is where we can actually, we could use those panes. Same on this side, we can put two windows here. And then it'll just make it look a little bit nicer. Now the roof, I'm not going to show you the roof. I've done the roof over and over again. So it's not going to be any surprise on how the roof is done. We'll put another window here. But yeah, everything else should sort of fall into place. Let's get our stairs. And glass. We'll use these framed, we'll use the panes. These specific kind of panes. We'll jump up here. Now these are going to be single windows. So they're not going to let that much light in, but they are going to be a good enough accent to this whole setup. You know? And then right here, I'm actually going to leave that open. Like that. I think that will work. I don't think that looks bad. And then on our side, let's do this. And then we can put a solid block there. Take this, and these can be places for chests. Just like that. How cool. How cool. It doesn't look that bad at all. And here's our little area for breeding. We put wheat in here. Eventually we can put a dropper or something like that, if need be. But yeah, looks really good already. Let's take a look on the outside. Let's take a look and see how this looks. So far, with the minimal stuff that we have, like I said, a window is probably going to go here. Just so we can see in. There we go. Perfect. And then this, We may actually change this. Now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, let's go with something more like this. Something different. And we'll do the frame as well in this. And that's just going to open this up a little bit more. I may need to take this up one more. I'm not liking how high it is. It needs to go a little bit higher. And bam, I think that looks great. Perfect. And the rest is going to be building the roof. Now, the roof is not going to be too hard. I am going to show you guys the roof here in a little bit. But the roof is very similar to all the other roofs that we've done. It's just dependent on you. Choose what sides you want your side pieces to be, and go with it. Alright guys, so let's take a final look at the finished building. It is super cool. This is actually one of my favorites so far. I really like the way the underground dungeon type part looks, where you kind of go underground. And honestly, like, all this just built right off the top of my head. So, I mean, all you gotta do is just experiment. Make things look different, and things will look good. That's my philosophy. So if, like this, super big, not the greatest looking build ever, you know, because it is super build, and plus we also had very limited resources at the time of building this, so we can honestly make this look better. I'm thinking about making these pillars look a lot better, but getting these little mini builds in, like this is a farm, this is a cow farm. You would never know this is a cow farm, because it's completely concealed. But it is functional, and it works, and it looks really good. And it captures dung, and it captures everything else for us. So technically, this thing is making dung, which is making it even easier because it allows us to gain even more leather. How cool is that? But yeah, this thing looks really good from the air and from the sky, guys. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, you guys know what to do. Don't forget to click that subscribe button if you haven't already, and also give this video a thumbs up, guys. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome, and as always, thanks for watching.